Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Sugoi Boyz weekly podcast. My name is Miasma, and as always, I'm joined by my good friends, Art of Anime and J-Chip from the J-Chip Show.
Hello.
And I see the chat was already going. Hey, Gabriel.
Yeah. Gabriel's like,
Jeopardy theme song plays. Hey, Gabriel. Hey, Rob. What's up, guys?
Oh, shit. Rob's here.
Rob's here, and again, everybody, go check him out. He makes a video every 10 years. Maybe. I wish he would make more videos.
Yeah, he should make more videos.
I wish he submitted questions to my Q&A because I totally would have answered them first and put him on the spot, in air quotes. But I wish
Harry Lolly could have answered them.
Harry Lolly, I like how your questions are very... There was a pattern. There was a central thesis to Art's questions. It was a guy named Harry Lolly. Do you like my story of how we met?
Oh, yeah. It was great.
FYE.
I haven't been to an FYE in years.
I thought you were going to say ever.
I've been into it.
Okay, we need to... Fuck introductions.
Okay.
Fuck introductions, okay? Who gives a shit about what we're going to talk about? The most important thing is... We just found out in our little pregame discussion, folks. J-Chip from the J-Chip Show, world-renowned Wisconsin YouTuber, has never had buffalo chicken in his life. Not once.
Not
once.
a drop.
Not once, not never. Can you explain why?
I don't know. It's just never interested me. If I want chicken strips, I'll just get regular chicken strips.
Okay, but what about barbecue chicken strips? What about General Tso's chicken strips? What about sweet and sour chicken strips?
Okay,
Honey
sweet and
mustard.
sour chicken strips are really good.
What about honey mustard?
No honey mustard.
I
have.
Have you had it? Have you had it?
I have tried. Yes, I have. I don't like it.
All right.
I don't like mustard in general.
I don't like regular mustard, but I like honey mustard.
Honey mustard is so much different than regular
It
mustard.
doesn't. Yeah, it's way.
But if I want a condiment, I'll just get barbecue.
Steak sauce is better than barbecue, though.
Barbecue is like the worst one. Like,
AI
it's not the worst,
steak.
but
AI steak sauce is better.
it's
AI.
A1. AI, artificial intelligence steak sauce. Everybody, it'll bring you to the fucking Matrix if you eat that shit. You gotta be careful. Oh my god!
Hey, I'm going out to hunt for anime. If I go to Burger King, I'll get the buffalo.
By hunt for anime, do you mean go to the pawn shop?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Sometimes it's a hit or miss. I don't want to buy the same Lupin the Third or Inuyasha season.
So, okay, Gabe brings up a great point. I haven't had Bojangles because there's none near me, but chicken tenders with honey mustard in general is fucking great.
Yeah. We have a place around here called Wings Over, and it's like they have like 32 different sauces. So they have, and then one of them is like honey mustard, and they make
so it's like Buffalo
strips.
Wild Wings.
Yeah, but we have those too. But like it's like bigger pieces of chicken and stuff, and you pay for it by the pound or like a half a pound, 2 pounds, whatever the fuck you're getting. And then they have honey mustard, really good.
I believe you never experienced the greatness that is cheese curds.
I've not had cheese curds. I don't think
they're amazing.
Actually, no, I've had poutine before, and I didn't really like it. So
cheese curd is just a ball of cheese.
I know they have it on poutine, which is
sometimes they're fried.
You've had cheese curds, but you haven't had buffalo chicken. Do you know how common buffalo chicken is in American diet?
Popcorn chicken?
Yeah, I've had popcorn chicken.
Have you had a chicken nugget?
Yeah, that's the only thing. That's the only thing I get at McDonald's.
Look, Justin, you are not allowed to review anime about chicken because you don't understand chicken. No Devil is a part-timer. You can't review the Kentucky Fried Chicken arc. No.
Hey! I was paid to watch Food Wars. I have to watch it.
Okay, but you probably don't understand the amazingness of Food Wars because you don't like good food.
You don't understand?
Never.
Okay, I'm sorry, Gabriel. We made Gabriel starving.
Sorry, Gabe.
I blame Justin. It's all his fault.
Yeah,
I was going to distract you with this Black Lagoon lighter.
Yeah, it came in this unbox set.
Baraka Lagoon, which you got for a really good deal.
Yeah, $50. It comes with both seasons and the OVA.
I have the Blu-rays of that and Blood Trail all separately, so I paid.
It comes with a art book and a lighter.
Title says reflection of anime YouTubers talks about food instead.
Yeah, fuck it. Gabe, when on my channel have I ever had any semblance of organization? It's a good question. All right, but basically, what we were. All right, we skipped the intro, but the intro for me is gonna be really short, because I haven't really watched any anime this week. I know a professional anime YouTuber here. I did do 4 videos, but it was mostly on stuff I had watched and read the previous week and a Q&A. But this afternoon, I read. Man, someday I'll know the direction of my camera. I read Volume 1 of Yotsuba, which was my patron Nia's choice for me to do a taste of manga video this month on. So it's going to come out tomorrow, so the 1st of October. Yeah, it was pretty good. Some more about that, I guess, tomorrow. But it was not awful. I will say that. So I'm
not awful.
I don't regret reading it. But I don't want to spoil too much for tomorrow's video. So I read Yotsuba today, and I might have watched some Basilisk earlier this week. But other than that, it's been
no Chobits.
Quite busy. Maybe Chobits. I feel like the last time I saw Chobits was last week. So I don't know.
Hey, you told me you were on a roll when you said you watched 3 episodes in a row.
Yeah, that's a roll. For Chobits, that's a roll. What's up, Andrew Sharp? My ass is really bad, barely making up the stairs. Oh my god. I know Andrew Sharp IRL, so that's funny.
So what's Justin been watching? Besides Food Wars.
I'm still watching Banana Fish. Still pretty good. And I'm watching Penguin Drum with you.
Everything he's watching is about
anime.
It's
just a rock and roll night, right?
Penguin Drum is awesome.
Is it about a penguin that plays the drum?
Okay, so let me give you a little taste of Mamoru Penguin Drum.
Whoa, I'm the only one that gives tastes.
This is the spin-off to Taste of Manga.
Okay,
it's a spin-off.
A taste of Mamoru Penguin Drum, hijacked by me on Miasma's channel.
Okay.
The main girl is dying. Okay?
Fuck!
You figure that out like 2 minutes into the show. So it's not a spoiler. She's
like of
dying.
A disease or like being stabbed?
They haven't said of what yet. It is a disease. It is a disease.
Oh, okay, all right.
But they haven't said what disease.
Because it could have been something else.
She's dying and her
rollers backing up behind her. Like
her brothers are trying to like let her live every day like it's her last, and they let her basically do anything that she wants to do. Like she goes to an aquarium and they all have fun together, and they get this hat, which when she dies, it brings her back to life. And 3 penguins spawn out of nowhere, and they have to find this thing called the penguin drum. And one of the penguins always sees a cockroach, and he's like,
yeah. As a matter of fact, that same penguin is now in my top 10 favorite characters on Mao. Maka Albon had to be dropped.
He took out Maka from Soul Eater for a fucking penguin.
You don't understand Miasma. You just don't understand penguins.
I guess I shouldn't review it because I don't understand penguins. I need to go live in Antarctica for a couple months before I can fully understand.
Hey, there are jackass penguins in Africa. And yes, that is what they're called. They're called jackass penguins.
But it's by the same creator that made Revolutionary Lieutenant, if you're familiar with that.
Yeah.
I know Justin really likes it, as do other people.
He was a writer on Sailor Moon, so you have to tell me you're familiar with that.
I mean, I know Sailor Moon, I just haven't watched it. There's one of my old roommates, I think I might have told this story before, and this technically counts as reflection on YouTubers, by the way, because it's my old life. In college, one night I got fucking hammered. Like, I have been like ridiculously drunk a handful of times in my life,
And
then
you knocked a girl up.
no, yes, no, oh no, but I in our dorm one night we were playing, and then for some reason I went to play Blacklight Retribution, an FPS on my friend's computer. And I had never played PC shooters or anything before. I don't know why. I just felt I was like, dude, let me play. And then he took out his phone or something and recorded me. And all you see, like, first he goes out to the other room and talks to other people, and they're like, he's talking about stuff that they're really not interested in. So then he's like, oh, you guys are lame. And then he walks back into his room where I'm playing Blacklight, awfully drunk as shit. And then he, for some reason, when the camera goes to me, I'm just sitting there like at the monitor, and then for some reason I go, Sailor Moon! And I don't know why I said Sailor Moon. I don't know if there was a person named Sailor Moon. I don't know. I've never seen Sailor Moon. I don't know why I said that.
That must be the sign.
And I was kind of sick.
Be.
I had like no voice, so it sounds very raspy. So it's this big dude. My beard is thicker back then too. So it's this big dude that's like, Sailor Moon! I don't. So to this day, whenever I hear Sailor Moon, I think of that moment in my life.
Maybe that was the inner Harry Lolly.
That was the inner Harry Lolly. Harry Lolly's a big fan of Sailor Moon.
I bet he is. You see, I'm looking forward to the day he reviews Cat Planet Cuties.
He's not going to review Cat Planet Cuties.
No, you don't have to, but he can.
Yeah, but I mean, we kind of have to. I like to discuss the shows with Harry Lolly before he's going to do a review of them, so I have to have knowledge.
All you need to know is that there are cat ladies that are aliens, and they're trying to fight the dog aliens that are also.
Okay, Justin, you need to stop.
Yeah, stop. We're Cat Planet Cuties. Art, what have you watched this week?
Other than Penguin Drum,
Cat Planet Cuties
finished because I don't know the story with it. Supposedly, it's done as of this episode, and an OVA is coming out. I don't know what the official word on it is. I finished the latest episode of Persona 5, the A1 animation.
Okay.
Yeah, that exists.
Immediate thoughts?
That exists. It's like I rolled like my perception check in D&D, and I rolled a critical fail, and the DM was like, "You are in a field. This is an anime. Buy A1 Pictures. It exists.
It's a thing." And then a penguin came out and sprayed a spray can.
Yeah.
The new episode was like done really well, I think. And the opening is like better than all the openings it's had. It's still really not that great. But if you look into it deep enough, it's kind of smart. But you have to really look really hard and go frame by frame.
That sounds
Rob, you missed a fuck ton by getting that pizza, which is Justin's favorite food, by the way, because he was like, he's never had my favorite food, buffalo chicken, but until he was like, you've never had mine, and I asked what it was, and he said pizza. But all right.
But other than Persona 5, I was going to start Food Wars last night, but I fell asleep during it because Justin was like, yes, at episode 7, it actually does get good. So I'm like, okay, I'll try it. And then I fell asleep.
I don't know if good is the right word. It gets entertaining.
Well, like normally I'll be the judge of if it's good at episode 7, but I'm just glad it's entertaining at episode 7.
Yeah.
I think with everything I'm watching, though, Penguin Drum is like up there.
By the way, if you just want to experience Persona 5, just play the game.
No shit.
Yeah, you have to have a PlayStation 4.
You have a PlayStation 3?
I do not.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's an emulator out there. Someone will make it happen.
You might need a decent computer for that.
I'm just going to have to Gaio. I mean, find it on my shelf. like I do with all my anime that I watch and manga that I read and everything. Hey, Funimation and Crunchyroll, you want to sponsor me with your High Guardian Spice? Can I get a High Guardian Spice T-shirt real quick?
Hey, I bought this from you, Funimation.
Baraka Ragoon. I'm also going to keep saying it very borderline race. So basically, like we were pooping on Justin before about how he doesn't understand buffalo chicken, so he can't review Food Wars because he's never had buffalo chicken. And I can't stress that point enough tonight. I kind of wanted to talk about like us reflecting on our careers in YouTube or our time on YouTube, and maybe like moments of viewer interaction or videos that maybe you've made and you've sort of maybe changed your stance on for better or worse or something, or and maybe a little bit of like how you want to go like into the future or something.
I think we should start with Justin on this.
We should.
Oh yeah.
Because Justin, how do you feel about Violet Evergarden?
I mean, it's a pretty good anime.
You don't understand it though.
I mean, you're right.
So tell us about your experience, and you know we don't have to name names here, but you could say what a fan said about your opinion. So what did you score Violet Evergarden, first of all, so everybody knows?
I gave it a solid 7 out of 10.
Is that different than a non-solid 7 out of 10? A liquid? Is there such thing as a liquid 7 out of 10?
There should be.
Okay. Continue. You gave it a 7 out of 10.
I gave it a 7 out of 10. I think it's a fairly decent anime. It's a bit mediocre in the middle, but overall it's a good show.
Okay.
It's got decent visuals.
Apparently it's certified frosty. I just want to
I think the visuals are a little bit overrated. I think the music is really good.
A flaccid 7. Pizza is the best food ever.
The dub is terrible.
The dub for Violet Evergarden?
Yeah, just
is it Monica Real? Is that why?
No, it's just a Netflix dub, and I don't trust those.
Oh, it's a Netflix dub? Like they hired the people?
It's on Netflix, and there's a dub, and I don't trust them after the debacle with Your Lie in April.
I mean, I didn't really mind the Your Lie in April dub.
Then again, I watched Your Lie in April before it was on Netflix.
And all right, so explain your fan interaction with your viewer interaction rather.
So I discussed. So this person, this lady.
She's a lady.
Yeah, it's a lady. This loving, dearing fangirl. Here's my opinions, and it's like, have you ever fallen in love? Have you ever experienced love? Because if you did, you would have given that anime a 10 out of 10.
Did you respond?
I just laughed and left. How do you respond to that?
I would have been like, yes, I fell in love. I would have made up some like fucking weird story. But yes, I fell in love and my fucking wife fell in a volcano and burnt to death. Thanks for reminding me, you dumb bitch.
I think this is going way out there. Justin hasn't even gotten the chance to like start from square one.
I just want to point out
Violet Evergarden. He should get the fair chance to be like, well, you know, when I started YouTube, now blah blah blah. So Justin, explain to us your reflection of past Justin. Go through Go to Steins Gate for us.
Go to the Resident Evil 4 review.
Oh, that's a beautiful review of mine. I was 16 years old when that happened, and you can imagine it was on a cell phone, and I walked down some steps, and yeah, that's really all I remember. I remember going to that door and going down to that basement. I was just like, you know what? I haven't posted any videos in a while, so fuck it. Why not?
Okay. I'm sorry, Axel, that Bob happened to be streaming at the same time. We stream at this time every Sunday. Bob streams when he can.
We're consistent.
He's just more popular than us.
Yeah. We don't understand love.
And he's a samurai.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to mention about your early YouTube career?
My top 5 animes 8 is kind of wrong.
Well, of course it is.
Because that was like years ago, and I kind of have different opinions on some of the anime I said.
Mm.
Except one, which is still
number 1
in that top 5.
Fruits Basket.
No,
Detective Conan.
it's Vampire Knight.
Oh, this is bad.
This bad.
Bad anime.
Bad anime.
Oh, I thought you meant your favorites. I'm like, oh.
My favorites is still kind of the same. Except I kind of put Dragon Ball a little lower.
Okay. I have not made my a top video yet. In fact,
I don't regret.
Someone made me a thumbnail for one, and I still haven't made the video. That's how shitty a person I am.
I don't regret any video I made because I made it. And if people like it, they can like it. Even if it is cringy. You know, if people can laugh at it.
Like your dancing video?
Yeah, exactly. If people can find joy.
Wait. He has a dancing video?
Have you?
Yeah.
You guys need to go on Justin's channel, and I believe the video is a video with my cat.
Yeah, there's his video. Yeah. It's linked in the description, everybody.
Yeah, it's a video where he's like filming his cat, and then he just gets up in front of his camera and does a dance.
That's awesome.
And like he's like going during it.
I don't regret that. I don't regret it at all.
Layla Lush asks, "Hey Miasma, how does it feel Harry Lolly did better than your own channel?" Harry Lolly, like, here's the thing. I can't do anything to stop the power of Harry Lolly. His power level is just too high. I look at him and my scouter breaks. So, like, if he can get me some views and some clicks, then that's fine, I suppose. But, you know.
Maybe I should award him this because he's more deserving of this than I am.
Harry Lolly? Yeah, he deserves everything.
Yeah, because he's probably had buffalo chicken.
He's definitely had buffalo chicken. In that food, yeah. He got some buffalo chicken in the food court before he started drooling at the Hestia statue.
You mean Hestidia?
Yes, sure.
We're the only two that get that joke, Justin.
I know.
There you go. Inside jokes only on the Sugoi Boys.
But really, that's about it. Like, I think I've gotten better. I guess I just do it for fun. Like,
and now you have patrons.
What about
I have 4 patrons, and I think ever since I came back, which was in February, I've been more consistent any year, and I think I'm more proud of that than than like a certain bit made. Because a lot of times, like, I've been doing YouTube for 5 years, but a lot of it's like stop and go. And this is the only time where I've been consistent for months.
Kind of same.
And I don't want to stop.
Yeah. How about like viewer interaction? So like you have like the Patreon now. Like even like back then, like how was it? So say like back when you were first starting, if someone like commented positively or negatively, would you just sit back and laugh, or would you comment back? Like, did you have a conversation and how are you like about that now?
I always comment back. Like, I always try to talk to people. There was a YouTuber that would help me back in the day when I first started. And he was kind of cool. Except I probably shouldn't have talked to him because he makes really weird content and he's not around anymore.
Who was that?
But, his name was Ghoul Hectic Clowny. He made gothic music videos.
Okay.
If you want to know how I was as a teen, then you know how I was, because I just said him. There's a damn moth in here. But I would talk to him, and I would talk to another YouTuber. I forget his name, but me and him had a lot of conversations early on in my YouTube career. We would just talk about video games. Yeah. And that's really how it went. And I don't think it's ever changed, because I just do this to make friends. Like, I'm not trying to be famous. I'm just trying to be me. I can't change anybody else but me.
That's true. That's a lot. Yeah, I echo that statement pretty much because like people on Discord and stuff will say like, "Oh, hey man, I mean, I'm also a lazy dude and I don't have a lot of time and I work full time and stuff." But I could pile excuses, but at the end of the day, I do not make pretty videos. And I mentioned this in my Happy to Be an Anime YouTuber BS podcast. My stuff's not pretty. I get that. I don't edit. Well, if I do, it's like something very small that I take out or something. I don't put clips. Basically, most of my stuff is going to be like vlog style. So, where I kind of just sit and talk. And I'm not saying that it's not that I don't like when people make videos like that. Obviously, like those videos look way fucking better than mine. Like everybody I watch on anime YouTube generally has that kind of stuff, with like a few exceptions. I just kind of look at it as like an outlet of like I could talk about anime here. I could talk to this camera, and people might react to it about how I feel about something or how I feel about the community, a show or the community or something specific. And it's like what I want to talk about. And like I used to when I was first starting, like I used to try and do episode reviews when Blue Exorcist season 2 was coming out and when Handshakers was coming out. Unfortunately, both of those weren't great, so those both stopped. And I also really hated doing that. So I found out, like, I have learned like how to kind of be the YouTuber that I want to be. And this wasn't like I mentioned before, this was not my first channel. I did some reviews before this and unboxings before this on another channel. And when this channel started, it was Gyre Media, obviously. And then it was originally going to be a bunch of different shit going on. Because me and my roommates in college at that point, I was into anime. There was another one of us that was into... I also play some games, but like, you know, not as much as other people. I was mostly the anime guy. Another one of us was like half an anime guy and half a gaming dude, so he had knowledge of like both. And then one of us was like bought like every game like known to man. So like the idea was to kind of have like all of us putting content on. But then we graduated college immediately after we sort of came up with the idea, and two of us got jobs immediately after college. One of us moved, and then I came back home, and then so they posted like a couple videos. Ironically, the most popular videos on my channel are like tech videos still, if you go by view count. Harry Lolly might surpass that pretty soon. I don't know. He's on a fucking he's climbing. But now I'm far more focused on doing anime stuff. So I think if time of doing this has taught me anything, it's that I just kind of like what Justin was saying. Like I make the stuff that I sort of want to make. I admire what other people do. I think Art's videos are awesome. I love Justin's videos. I loved Gabriel and Justin had an awesome what's it called? Flip Flappers.
Yeah.
Video that just a cool discussion. Like I love those. I love just like two people shooting the shit about an anime. And like if a opinion differs on it or something like that, it doesn't necessarily have to be an argument or whatever. It could be, oh, I didn't really look at it that way. That's interesting that you see it that way.
Although I can't wait until we get to a Kara no Kyokai movie and we're just like, you know, fuck you, Mayas, but that's not the best one.
Well, I mean, if you don't think 5 is the best one, then you suck.
Hey, maybe I'll say the 6th one's the best.
If you say the 6th one's the best, I'm gonna.
Nobody says the 6th one is the best.
I got someone telling me that the 3rd one's the worst.
The 3rd one?
Yeah.
The worst? I like the 3rd. Well, we still have to watch the 3rd one.
We're gonna watch that tonight, right?
I could see why somebody might say the 3rd one's the worst just because of like
the content.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see that too.
That doesn't bother me. Like I have a bunch of Freddy movies and Jason movies that shit doesn't
happens in. Yeah.
Oh, Axel says movie 4 is the best. Which one's is 4? 4 is the one about Toko, right? Yeah, that one's pretty good
so far. For me, the first one's the best.
Yeah, well, 2 is We've watched 1 and 2. Yeah, 1 is better than 2, I think.
The thing with the second one, though, at least the second one, is relevant to everything going on, unlike the 6th one.
Yeah. The second movie is easy. Parts of it, although I like when it was like, I like knowing how they met.
Right.
They still like look good visually, and the sound is really good.
The fountains of blood coming out of that dude's neck hole.
Oh yeah, I love that.
We're pretty good.
If you can remind me of another, you do a good job.
Wait, what's that?
If you remind me of another Umbrella scene, you do a good job.
Oh, the Umbrella scene in another.
Seeing that live action is beautiful.
Let me just think of. All right, so that's what I've learned in terms of like fan interaction. I'll go through like. I mean, I don't get a ton of comments anyway. If I do, there's one guy who like almost comments on almost all of my videos. And I guess, I don't know, I'm not going to say it here, I guess. But he's always there, and he usually says something kind of negative about whatever the hell the show is. But then, he usually puts, like, hey, nice video, and then he poops on the show and not me. So I'm like, well, I do say at the end of my videos, if you disliked it, let me know. So there you go.
I mean, hey, it's like what I always say. You can enjoy it, you can hate it, but just don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, that's fine. But the only... there's two things that I made on YouTube that sort of embarrassed me, and Harry Lolly's not one of them. One was on my old channel. I did a this will help you find it. I did a Tokyo Ghoul Collector's Edition unboxing.
Okay.
And in that unboxing, I got it the day before. UPS shipped it a day early. I don't know why. I got it a day early, so I filmed it and uploaded it that night, and it got I think 5K views. And and while opening it on camera, I had my fucking I had somebody in my family holding the camera. I didn't have anything set up. And then I was opening it, and I went to take off this plastic thing, and the side of it, the way that if you've ever seen the collector set, it's a box, and then it has a plastic sleeve that you pull up. I went to rip the overall plastic off, and I pulled too hard, and it ripped a corner of the other side plastic, which actually has art on it. Like it's part of like the plastic when it slides over it goes over Kaneki's face and it puts a mask over it. And the top corner of that is ripped. And you could, if you really pay attention to the video, you can see, I could immediately tell when I was doing it, but I didn't say anything. And one dude, I'm still kind of pissed at myself that I did this. One dude, the next morning, commented in all caps, it's you ruined it. What did you do? And I deleted his comment. I got rid of that shit. I was like, nope, get rid of that. Because everybody else was super jealous because they were like, how did you get this? This is awesome. Nice opening. And there was this one dude in all caps. And I was like, nope, no negativity here. Boop. I censor this world. This is mine.
Now I have to go back and type in that comment and fill in the void.
The only other thing was Harry Lolly, I guess. But when I did my Shinsekai Yori review, which is not a good show, but I could see maybe some semblance of people liking it. It's not Super Kid. I talked about this is just I used the wrong wording. I said it was based off of light novels.
A light novel instead of a novel.
It's actual novels.
And I think you mentioned this to me. Somebody's like, it's based on a novel, not a light novel.
Somebody got really mad. And I think he was hiding the fact that he was really mad that I kind of said I don't even think I should I said stream it. Well, I always say buy, stream, or skip generally, and I think I said to stream it. And I think I would have given it a 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10 maybe back then. And so I was like, oh, he was like, oh, it's actually based off of actual novels. And I was like, this is the first time I was like, all right, whatever, dude. So oh, sorry, I still did. It doesn't change my opinion of the show. And he did not reply. So along those lines. That was the only thing. Luckily, I haven't had anybody tell me that I should go die yet. I mean, I kind of want that to happen. Yeah, so I'd like more fan interaction if possible. Probably need to get bigger for that, but yeah, it's mostly been good. Art, what about you?
What about me?
Reflect on your. What about your roots?
My roots.
Your roots. How did the art of anime start?
You can't find my roots.
Ooh, the roots are deep.
Oh, I can.
No, you actually can't because the channel got deleted.
Oh, damn.
Oh man.
What was it? It had to be 2013, 2014-ish. My cousin came up to me and he's like, I was going to make a YouTube channel with my girlfriend, but we broke up. So do you want to do it with me? And I'm like, okay, but what were you and your girlfriend going to do? He's like, I was going to play games and she was going to do artwork. So basically it was going to be him playing a game. And like on another camera, she would be like drawing the characters.
Okay.
Like as they appeared, like they would play a game for the first time because she was a good artist. And like the first time they saw characters, they would do like their rendition of the character and everything. And I like the idea of it. I'm like, okay, but we're not going to top that. We're straight up not going to top that. And he's like, well, we could do anime and video game stuff. And I'm like, all right. That's nowhere near as creative as that. So we made like 80 to 100 videos.
Wow.
That got 10 to 20 views.
Each?
Oh, no, there were some that surpassed like the couple hundred mark.
I thought you meant total for a second.
No, total was probably around 2,000-3,000. So that's average 200-300 a video. They were not good. Miasma, you sit back and you're like, my stuff doesn't look good.
Yeah,
it doesn't look good. But I can guarantee you the things you're saying are more interesting than what we were.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
It was like that's where my 30-minute Ava review came from that I mentioned a few episodes back, where we were talking about the characters for 20 minutes. Like people actually care that Gendo sits there like this and
you know what you should do? You should just do it like one video is character review. The next video is visuals review. The next one is story review.
So I think, my roots are long, long gone there. Even like if you look at my cousin's new content, it's like 5,000 times better than that. He just needs to make a video because he hasn't in like a year. No, the roots were bad. Now the roots that Justin is talking about, you can find if you try hard enough, but a lot of them are privated and unlisted. They're not very good videos. Let me give you an example of my old erased review. I need to take my headset off for this.
Oh, we're gonna get a reenactment. A reenactment, everybody.
Say that, Erased has a show made by this person based on this manga. Tomohiko Ito is a terrible director. You shouldn't watch his stuff. Erased sucks. Sword Art Online sucks. Tomohiko is the director. Replace him. A1 Pictures, and A1 Pictures still makes garbage today. I don't know how much of that you actually heard.
Oh, yeah, we did, but it was far away.
I mean, it was kind of accurate, except it needed to be a little bit more quieter.
I was trying to say loud things because I was far away from the mic.
Yeah. Like, you need to go at the end of the hallway and just, like, whisper.
I don't know if the mic would pick it up at that point.
I mean, you managed it to do so.
But that's what they were like back then. And I remember on a Konosuba video I made, because it was like my third or fourth video, right? And it was my first time really playing around with like clips and everything and putting clips in videos. I made a video on Konosuba and how like it was differing from like other isekai shows because, you know, it was a comedy and it was parodying tropes you see in SAO and No Game, No Life and shit like that. And I thought Konosuba was great. And in the video, if you ever find it and watch it, I used the subtitle version of the show because that was easy to download. And I mirror the clip. So the subtitles appear and they are backwards. And this guy comments, bruh, if you're gonna flip the anime, turn the subtitles off. I'm like, that's really your criticism of this video.
That's pretty good. I like that. It was actually me.
I replied to it, right?
Nice. You have to.
And I said, this video is like 2 years old.
Holy shit, Light. Me and Light Lelouch blow a horn because there's an anime that we both dislike. He doesn't like Death Parade, and neither do I. Hooray! Light, we agree on something.
Hey man, I like Death Parade.
We agree.
Death Parade's
yeah.
pretty good though.
Oh my god.
It is.
No.
You just don't understand it.
I don't understand it because I didn't die and go to a fucking dumb bar.
Yeah, you don't understand. You don't understand what it's like to be dead.
I don't, and I'm glad I don't. I hope when I die, I don't play some game that's supposed to like teach me a lesson of how I'm a shitty person.
The one thing I will say about what I've changed over my time is the dumber the comments get, the less I reply to them. The more repetitive the comments get, the less I reply to them. Like, on my Goro Akechi video, you don't understand how many comments I have saying, but Adachi was better. And I'm like, I've already answered this. I have a video saying that, you know, Goro Akechi's actually a pretty good dude. Not morally, but character-wise. He's actually a pretty good character. Yeah, Atlas did a few funky things with him, but it all kind of makes sense in the end. And then when you look at Persona 4's antagonist, Adachi, you motherfuckers are really going to tell me that you didn't see it coming.
I'm not going to tell you anything because I've never seen a second of Persona in my life. But
because everybody's like, oh, Akechi was so obvious, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, so was Adachi. Like, it's really not that hard to realize the fucking most important character that doesn't have a social link, which is the theme of Persona, like, bonds of people are the true power. So you don't have a social link with this guy that's sharing dinner with you. That's a red flag right there. And he's a complete idiot.
Also, I just want to point out, in the original Persona 4, he's kind of a bland character.
Yeah, in the original Persona 4, he's very bland. Golden does a lot more to him. And Arena does a shitload more to him. Adachi in Arena is like 9.5 out of 10 character.
Yeah. Like Adachi's not a bad character at all.
No, I love Adachi. He's a great character. But I could never pick if he or Akechi were a better character.
I mean, if it was just Persona 4, I don't know if I would like him as much as I do.
No, you need Golden, you need Arena Ultimax.
Yeah.
For Adachi. You can't just be like, oh yeah, Persona 4 Adachi. Yeah. No,
he's cool.
You need to see him freak out in that jail cell. You need to see him talk down to the kid that hates the world. You need to see him save people's lives, even though he's a murderer.
Yeah.
You need to see his mind in those situations. That makes it interesting. Because in the original Persona 4, I just thought this dude just wants to bang these chicks, and he's mad that he isn't getting laid.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what I got from him in Persona 4. But going to what Gabe said, don't watch Persona, play Persona.
Well, okay. you can watch Persona 4, but
yeah,
you mentioned Persona 3, and I'm not a big fan of Persona 3's movies.
The movies were all right, but they rushed through a lot. It's very, very fast because it's only 4 movies and what adds up to 10, 11 hours.
Yeah.
For a 100-hour game.
More than 100 hours.
Yeah, you're better off playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, repetitive comments. Stop replying to those. Dumb comments like, remember that guy I talked about serial killers? Yeah, I'm not gonna reply to that shit anymore. The dude with the fucking don't put your politics in my anime. And what was great is when I replied with like political anime or political stories that are actually really good, this other dude backed me up and said, but if you don't put politics in anime, you would have never had Gundam. And I'm like,
you have to ask the dude if he likes Code Geass. That's what I would do. So you want your anime over here, your politics over here. How do you stand on Code Geass, dude? Do you just not listen to anything that's going on and just look at Cece eating pizza? Like, is that?
I get the whole idea was like originally he was pissed off at the old you remember like when Prison School got dubbed, when Kobayashi's Maid Dragon got dubbed, and like there was those big debacles going on. Oh, the gamer, like you're that Gamergate creep show, and Kobayashi mentioned cultural appropriation and patriarchy. There were big Funimation boycotts against Jamie Marchi and politics. Yeah, politics.
Yeah. Those things.
I get that that's what his original problem was. Yeah, it does suck when the dubbing company turns around and inserts something that doesn't really belong in the show there. But in the case of Maid Dragon, I can see where it worked. In Prison School is just kind of fucking dumb. But the dude goes on my Neo Yokio video where I turn around and I say, well, you know, Neo Yokio, I did kind of like it, but you can obviously see in certain parts of it where they were getting a little preachy with the politics. There's a whole scene dedicated to like toxic masculinity. There's a whole scene dedicated to, well, I mean, the whole overarching plot is capitalism versus communism, basically. And the dude comments, he's like, don't insert politics into my anime. I said, first off, Neo Yokio was created this way. Second, I'm not going out of thin air from this. This is literally what the show is about. This is literally the main character's story arc. You cannot tell me politics are not important to the character. And the other guy's just like, well, yeah, if you took, you know, politics out of anime, then bye-bye Gundam.
I want to have this person. Like goodbye Legend of the Galactic Heroes.
No. He literally said that, but it was, okay, maybe not literally, because I'm not remembering it correctly right now, but it was along the lines of, I was going in depth with these 3 stories, which I don't remember what the 3 were, and the dude's like, well, you just explained a bunch of bullshit that I don't know what is. And I'm like, no, I just told you the plots of 3 different series, and you could go check out more if you want. And somebody else commented like, well, you know, maybe if you thought about things that have more than surface level stories, then you would realize that there's politics in a lot of things.
Yeah.
And he's like, so what are you saying that anything that's not like? It was like, are you saying that even Dragon Ball has that stuff? Because you don't really have to think with Dragon Ball. And somebody was like, no shit, Dragon Ball has that. I don't care. Like, children's shows have that.
Remember when I said best of Sugoi Boys? Like, Art leaning in and doing that's I want that cut. Just him going, no shit, Dragon Ball has that.
No,
someone just needs to gift that.
Those type of comments, I will write essays against those people. They will be absolutely destroyed, and they will reply, well, you're still wrong because I think so. And I'm like, okay, you can think so. You can think I'm wrong. But actually prove to me I'm wrong. Show me that I'm wrong, and I will believe you that I'm wrong. But until you don't prove that I'm wrong, I will believe I am right.
There you go.
Which it's great that, there's people like you guys that are just like, because from the beginning, I was like this too. And I'm glad that we're all on the same page with this, is bring in all the negative comments. I want to hear your opinion.
I'd rather have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it creates dialogue.
Don't silence the opposite opinion. No, that's not the way to
Don't delete the comment when someone says you ripped the collector's.
That's different. That's different. That's different. But no, there should be positive comments. There should be negative comments. I stopped replying to a lot of comments because a lot of comments are, whether positive or negative, are just dumb.
Yeah.
I have comments on an old video I made on Nozoki Ana, which, if anybody knows what that is.
Nozoki Ana is the only hentai you need.
I get constant comments on that about how people were fapping to it.
I'm glad they decided to tell you that.
Yes. And how the manga is very fap-worthy.
Oh, I bet it is.
Well, there you go. And
I'm like, okay. I haven't closed comments on that video, but I very well have thought about it. No, but that's been my kind of thing the whole time. I just need to actually make a video for once.
Hey, you'll get to it.
Yep.
It'll happen. I want the dialogue. Like, I want people to come and tell me to kill myself.
Those are the best comments.
One thing, I haven't had that. I guess I'm not cool enough. But you know what I really need to do is I really need to just watch something popular and not like it. And I don't watch currently airing shows.
So
really.
why don't you get Light on your channel, and you guys can talk about how he doesn't like My Hero Academia. And you can talk about how you don't like Black Clover. And there you go.
Oh my god, it's just a cesspool. Oh my god.
You can title it My Hero Academia and Black Clover
both suck. It's a great idea. But what I was gonna say is, like, I'm not the hugest big into arguing in general. Like, I'm kind of like I lay out like what I think, and I open up the floor to like what they think. And I wouldn't, like, if someone what's something I reviewed, I don't know. Like, okay, like, I know Light really doesn't like Flavors of You, and I really liked Flavors of You. Whatever I say, I don't ever look like I'm never gonna change Light's mind. So, like, I don't really stress out about, like, all right, well, I need to drill this thought into his head about how I think it's a pretty entertaining movie. Not the whole movie.
Axel, Super Kid versus Spectral Force. You're missing Captain Cosmos.
Spectral Force. Super Kid is better than Spectral Force.
Yeah, because at least you can laugh at it.
Spectral Force is awful. Spectral Force is the worst anime I've ever seen. Because it doesn't make any sense. Axel knows the two worst anime that I've seen. Spectral Force is the worst one because at least Super Kid is funny. And it's like, I don't know, fucking trash. It's like the fact that it looks like it was recorded on like a camcorder is great. Spectral Force looks like they tried to do a show and like it doesn't make any sense and it's not tied together at all and the dub is really awful and the animation looks like shit.
There was actually one comment I just thought of that I think is great, and I can't wait till Justin gets this comment or you get this comment. I've only received it once from one single person across all my videos. And it was on my Goro Catchy video. It was, if you're gonna defend a character, make sure you write a script. Because this makes no sense to me. And I'm like, it got 1 like. The last time I checked, it got 1 like, and the video's got like 80,000 views.
They're telling you to write a script for your video? Am I following this correctly?
Yes, you are following it correctly. And I'm like, you are one rando on the internet. How do you know if I did or did not write a script?
Yeah. And it wasn't... yeah. And it was your video. So I'm assuming it was you and then footage of whatever you were talking about, correct?
Correct.
So, I mean, it could have very well been scripted. Like, it's not like my videos, you can fucking tell that I don't like, there are some that I used to type up a script for, and then you could, because the way I do them, you could see me clearly reading shit because I have the Google Doc open right here. But I haven't done that in a long time because I hated how robotic I looked. Like, I hated how I was just like, what did I do that for? I think I did that for Ship to Kayori. And I was like,
on camera and script reading, you really gotta perfect that to be like so people can barely notice it.
Yeah. Nowadays, I just, when I'm watching the anime, I write like in a notebook. I'm like, this girl was annoying.
I can prove that I have a really good memory, so that's how I do my reviews.
The only time I've ever had like sort of this isn't necessarily a political message, but something, I think I reviewed this. Yeah, I reviewed this anime on my old channel. Well, I just keep shouting out to the old channel.
I think we've all done that a little.
So in Parasite the Maxim, it was super. I like the show a lot, and it's actually a show that I showed to my dad, and he watched it too. And he kind of had this similar issue of like, you have this cool sci-fi show about this kid with getting his fucking alien hand guy, but they really, really, really drill into you this like notion that like humans are shitty for the world. We fuck up stuff. These things are just trying to live. We're really fucked up. Humans are shitty. And I was just like, this is a really fucking cool show, but you're really hammering it in. Like, I get the like it was fine when they did it for like a scene or like an episode or something, and then they kept going and kept going. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, they're fucking eating people's heads, okay?
I mean, Miasma, you have paid attention to the opening, right?
Yeah, yes.
I mean, the opening song basically tells you that.
The opening's great, by the way.
Even
just how it sounds. I love Fear and Loathing in Vegas. But yeah, I still really like the show, but it was just like they were beating me over the head with that, and I was like, all right, man.
I mean, I think it's funny though. Like, people overlook stuff like that, like, right? But then they'll be like, well, that other show talking about addiction, oh, that was too preachy. That other show talking about how, rape victims are portrayed, no, that's too preachy.
Can't be having that. I just want people dying when they're killed. The only other one that was like similar in that was, and we'll probably talk about this when we get closer to Halloween. Shiki.
Okay.
Because Shiki has like, and me and my dad watched also this one together. We actually talked about it he wasn't as into the show as I was, And every time I actually watch Shiki, I like it less. But there's like, if you've seen Shiki, then you know there's like the argument of like kind of similar in Parasite, where it's like, who are we to say that these things are wrong for trying to exist? But then there's also the argument of like, hey man, they're fucking eating us. And then Tokyo Ghoul is like that kind of same logic of like, we're just trying to live. And like, I don't mind. Well, maybe it's because I really like Sunako, like the vampire girl and Shiki. By the way, if that's a fucking spoiler that they're vampires and Shiki are just as dumb as the main cast, who don't find out that there's vampires until like episode 12. They're like, what? There's vampires? There's people missing with bite marks and shit? And then they come out of their coffins?
I mean, that's basically when the show gets good.
Yes. That's the slowest start in the history of time. Mainly because just everyone's just like on Valium or something. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, I'll let you know in a few weeks.
Yo,
I think of Shiki.
Oh, you're actually watching that? Oh, fuck, I should.
I'm going to. I don't like.
It doesn't really spoil it. It just has it's a vampire show, so it's gonna have that notion, which I didn't really mind. But he's like, yeah, I mean, I didn't really like how they were like because my dad was like, I was really rooting for the humans, and I was like, yeah, I was too, but like,
you know what, my husband, you told me the plot of the story. That's a spoiler, so go fuck yourself.
I'm sorry, I told you it's a vampire anime. Yeah, thanks. Go fuck myself.
How dare you read the back of the DVD box?
Yeah,
I've been told that that's considered a spoiler.
The back of the DVD box?
Back of the DVD box. The basic synopsis of what it's about.
Okay, you want to know what the back of the Yotsuba Volume 1 told me? Hello, this is Kooi Yotsuba. Yotsuba, Kooi, Yotsuba. Yotsuba moved in with Daddy to a new house from our house way over there. And moving's fun, because people wave. Oh! And Yotsuba met these nice people next door to play with. I hope we get to play a lot and eat ice cream. And oh yeah, you should come play with Yotsuba too. Spoiled, ruined Yotsuba for everyone.
There's your review. You can just like take that and just fucking like put it on your YouTube. That's your review.
Put it on my YouTube. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's another kind of dumb comment you could get. Say you make a top 10 video, right?
Yeah.
Top 10 favorite anime. Let's say you got SAO, Attack on Titan, Naruto, Black Clover, My Hero Academia, Kill la Kill, Gurren Lagann.
He's picking things that would not specifically not be in my thing. Go ahead.
Inuyasha.
Okay, there you go. Yep.
Yotsuba. I don't even know if that has an anime.
I don't think so.
And we'll throw in Guilty Crown for pleasure.
As long as it's just the OP.
Okay, so that's your top 10 anime. Mm-hmm. Then somebody comments, but where's Cowboy Bebop?
But where's Sword Art Online? Where's the anime I like?
Make your own damn list.
I did forget Sleeping with Hinako. Yes, that's an honorable mention.
Hinako has to be there.
Where's Milk Money?
I'm waiting until I finish.
I'm so glad I didn't watch that with you guys.
Oh, dude, you missed it. It's Gary Oak.
Motherfucking Gary Oak.
Do you want to hear? If you guys want to hear Gary Oak like orgasm, go watch Milk Money.
I got all these gym badges in my pocket. Fuck you, I'm Gary Oak. I got more gym badges than there's gyms.
There was a scene with a rope and blood, and yeah, it's not good.
I actually owe Light Lelouch a list video because he tagged me in something on Twitter. I have to make a list of waifus, and I actually need to do. I'm going to do top 20 anime. But I want to finish 200 anime before then. And I think I'm on like 188 or 189. So I want to do 200.
Would you like to spoil who number 10 on the waifu chart might be?
I don't know. I think it's a top 5.
Okay,
I don't
so
know if I
who's
did
number 5 on the
five?
wacky chart?
I don't know. I know who number 1 is, but like the other
You
ones
can't
would be.
spoil that.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I know who 1 is, and then I kind of have to think about the others. I don't know. I can't yet. I want to think about this because I know what number 1 is because I've done top female characters.
Will make an appearance.
Okay, Sango may make an appearance. That might be a spoiler.
Is one of them.
Will Chi make an appearance?
She is not on there.
Will she make an appearance?
No.
Come on, Revy.
She was on my because there's a difference. I have top female characters, and she might have been Revy might have been there, but waifu has to be like someone I might bone, and like Revy would like rip my dick off.
Honestly, Revy would be really scary.
Revy and the Major can't be on there because they're both gonna like hurt me.
Scarlett Johansson though.
Oh.
No, not that. No, not her.
What do you mean no?
It has to be the anime version.
What do you mean no?
Will mine have Hell Girl in it? I haven't seen Hell Girl, but she looks kind of young. I don't know. I like her aesthetic, but I feel like I would hate her show because I've heard it's really episodic. So I feel like I would die.
Sweet Pea understands. You gotta have Revy.
Revy is hot, but Revy's also I like Coco better than Revy.
Yeah, I do too.
From Jormungand, because whenever you talk about Black Lagoon, you have to talk about Jormungand. I would rather bang Coco because she's not gonna rip my dick off. Revy's gonna hurt me.
What's gonna happen to you if you bone Coco is that she's gonna nuke you.
Good. I'd rather get nuked than have my dick ripped off. If given that option.
I mean, it's probably less painful.
I mean, it'll be Barefoot Gen, the Harry Lolly edition.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who number 5 would be on there. Because I'd have to really, really think.
Art, when's your next top 5?
Never.
You don't want to do your top 5 favorite openings just for the animation?
Yeah, good luck keeping that up without it being taken down.
No, I managed to have that. That's still unlisted.
Oh, okay. There you go. You protected it.
Or your top 50 Gundams or whatever.
Top 50 Gundams.
Like specific Gundams, like Mexico, the Mexico Gundam from fucking.
Your top 50 reasons why anime is a real thing and it can be objective.
Top 500 reasons.
I will mathematically prove that Legend of the Galactic Heroes is the best anime ever.
By the way,
my friend Rising Sun actually did that. You check out his video.
By the way, I want to get hate comments. The remake is better than the original.
For what? Oh, for
Legend of the Galactic Heroes. I like the remake more.
I've seen 8 episodes, the same 8 episodes I saw like 2 years ago of the original.
Like, it's a cool show, but it's not the best.
A lot of reading.
I think Rosa Versailles is better.
It's like reading a book every time somebody talks. And then it describes who they are, and it's like, Jars von Linderbosch, Colonel of the 8th Fleet. And I'm like, it acts like I'm supposed to know who the fuck that is. And then another guy comes in, Baron von Hubernstampen. He's the
you see,
fucking 5th.
It's pretty accurate to their names, though.
You see, Light has a point. Cory in the House is objectively the best anime ever made because it's real. Like it's a real person.
It's like Harry Lolly. He's a real anime fan.
Yeah, you can touch them.
Wow, everybody!
You can touch them. You can talk to them.
You can touch them.
Yeah.
Whoa, careful here.
You're gonna touch Cory in his house?
He might be old.
He's still legal.
Are you gonna touch him or his house?
I don't know, man. I don't like Raven. I think Raven's annoying.
But that's so Raven. What? No, but they never tell you what that is. They just imply that it's Raven.
When are we gonna get the Harry Lolly in the House anime?
I don't know. When are we getting the Bear in the Big Blue House anime?
When are we gonna get Art and the Berenstain Bears?
Is it Berenstain or Berenstein?
I see what you did there. I always called it Berenstein.
On that note, when we're starting to get into Berenstein Bears on this, all right, we've lasted too long. Thank you, chat, for coming. You had a lot of really funny shit was in here tonight.
The Sesame Street anime. We could talk about how Bert and Ernie were meant to be gay, and how the creators like
they were born to make history.
The creator fucking victoried them, and Sesame Street was like, no headcanon.
Oh my god! All right, thank you guys. Thanks, Jeff, for coming. Thanks to J Chip from the J Chip Show and Art of Anime. Both of their channels are linked down below. Check out their stuff; it's really good. Check out the Patreons, and I also have Patreon. So take your dollar bill, cut it into money. Give us each 33 repeating cents.
Yeah, give us money.
Repeating, of course.
Give us money. Give us money. I'm supposed to know what the feeling of chicken buffalo is.
He's never had buffalo chicken. That needs to be the central. I'm renaming this.
Yes. Just donate 15. If you donate $15 to me, I'll go and buy buffalo chicken.
You don't need to spend 50. Oh, goddamn.
You can get buffalo chicken for like $2.
Yeah, but I want the more money. Light might donate to make me watch Angelic Layer. A certain anime YouTuber really likes Angelic Layer, so maybe that's not a bad thing.
Hey man,
again, I disagree with that guy's opinion on most things.
Hey man, Angelic Layer is cool. That's all I'll say. It's just cool.
You know what else is cool? The Sugoi Boyz podcast, and we'll see you guys next week with another episode. Thanks for coming. Bye.